Hello there, Internet. Today is Thursday, February the 24th, and we're in the middle of a snowstorm. We're expected to get about 30 centimeters, and for those of you who have not adopted the metric system, which I might add is far superior, that's about 12 inches. That's a lot of snow, especially if you have to shovel it. Anyways, a couple quick comments. First things first, I received some comments and questions on Extreme Burn 2.0, the review that I did, and someone actually asked, what should I get, Extreme Burn or Handout 500? Did you not watch the video? Seriously, you're asking me and you didn't watch the video? Did I not say that Extreme Burn was probably the end-all and be-all of effects involving bill switches? Did I not say it was the best one I've ever seen? Did I not say I highly recommend this to everyone? I do recall saying that. Why the hell are you asking me that question? Seriously, dude, watch the video. Oh, people. Secondly, regarding the bills, are the bills examinable? I recall saying that the bills were examinable, yes. You can even hand the bills out after the effect is over. I recall 100% saying that. That's what makes this effect better. The 2.0 version, anyways, is the fact that you can hand the bills out. Like, again, watch the video. Please, please watch the video. And then secondly, I see a lot of exposure on YouTube, and I have to ask myself why. Why on earth would you do this on YouTube? Do you not respect magic to the point where you would actually want to keep the secret, you want to keep the information, or do you just want to spend your money or steal the stuff for free and tell everybody else how it's done? In all honesty, if you're not going to be smart enough and mature enough to respect magic as an art form, then really you shouldn't be doing magic at all. If you just want to do a few card tricks, then fine. But like the hardcore stuff like Sinful or Frozen or like all the other stuff that's out there, if you don't respect magic enough to actually keep the secret and to not just disseminate the information and toss it out on YouTube and for everyone to have, then seriously, you really ought not to be in magic. Play a video game, it's a lot more fun, trust me. It's a lot less frustrating as well, let me tell you that. So for all you guys that expose stuff on YouTube, like seriously, grow up, mature, get a life and just drop magic altogether. And then lastly, I saw this guy, and I know this video is pretty old, it's fairly old, but I just absolutely have to comment on this because this is where I think a lot of dissatisfaction with magic comes from. So I'm going to pause here. I've cut the video up so that you can see segments and stuff like that, and I do apologize for the quality, so here we go.
Like about 3 weeks and a few days into magic. Again, as I said, I'm pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. The Micro 5 Pro PK kit. It's what the pros used to do Street Magic. Got misled. David Copperfield performed this, so it's basically automatically good. It's not what I expected. It's okay. I made Roberto Giovanni's. I'm not good at pronouncing Italian names. Roberto Giobbi's, Card College Volume 2. It sucks. I also got Volume 3, but they both suck. I haven't even opened Volume sucks. It's too hard. They really should tell you that you should start with Volume number 1 if you're like only like 3 weeks and a few days into Magic. They should really tell you that. In the Trenches with Paul Green, absolute garbage. It's too hard. On the Spot with Gregory Wilson, garbage, too hard. You have to know like finger palming with coins. I can't do that. I can do like a shuffle, but I can't do that because it's too hard. So take this, break it. I'm gonna sell mine, but break yours.
So we're back. Now this video is a classic reason why a lot of people should not be into magic. This kid clearly has no patience for what it takes to learn, to sit down and read, to sit down and watch, to practice, to intake all that information and actually produce something with his hands. He has no idea what it's like. And he admits he's only in magic for 3 weeks and a few days. Says it several times. I've chopped the video up to get rid of all the fluff. This is just basically the highlight reel. And what kills me is that without even opening something, he knows it's garbage. For those of us that know, Card College 1 through 5, yes, it does get more difficult from one to the other. But you can pick up 3 and learn stuff from it. You can pick up 2 and learn stuff from it. The only problem is, though, if you pick up, maybe volume 4 and learn something that says, well, you need this move to do the effect, chances are, if you don't have that book, you can't learn the move, then you're SOL. But beyond that, he actually is firm in his belief that he knows what he's talking about. It's ridiculous. And when you see him talking about Misled, the David Copperfield trick is, oh, David Copperfield did this, so it must be good. And then 30 seconds later, oh, it's no good. Like, seriously, like, it's unbelievable. And this is the problem with magic. This is what magic is. This is the thing that's killing magic for a lot of people right now, is that it's marketed to. Some of the things are marketed for the beginner, or marketed in such a way that it makes you think that, oh man, this is easy to learn. Magic is not easy to learn. There are some things that are easy. There's a few things that are self-working. There's a few things that a person can pick up right away. But magic is work. Magic takes a lot of work to learn how to intake the information, learn what you need to do, get the muscle memory, learn how to perform it, have it become natural, learn your pattern, learn how to perform, and be able to do all of that while talking and thinking on your feet. Magic is not easy. I'm sorry to say. Anyone who out there who tells you, oh yeah, magic is easy, you can do this no problem, there's a lot of things people aren't telling you. And granted, there are a few things like self-working tricks that require that take all the work away from all all that stuff that you don't have to worry about, and allow you to just go ahead and perform your self-working card trick. There's a ton of tricks out there. There's a few that I do that are self-working, and I don't do it because they're easy. I do it because they're good tricks. And there's a difference between easy, and good. Easy does not mean good. Easy means easy. Good means good. There's a difference there. So this kid, and I feel bad for bashing him, and I'm not really bashing him. I'm actually just pointing out the flaws in what happens to a lot of beginners as they come into magic. They think it's going to be handed to them on a silver platter. They think once you've bought the material, boom, it's all mine. It's all mine. Give it to me. I want it all. I have the book. I deserve to have this. And the problem is, though, once they realize that all the work they've got to put into it, that sense of entitlement gets even more because, well, I spent $40 on this. I deserve to get something out of it, so now I'm going to download this, or I'm going to improperly comment on that. Or it's just ridiculous. And poor Robert Giobbi, oh, I feel bad for his name. Just being butchered like that. My goodness. So, I'm going to leave you on this note, guys. Know that magic is not easy. Know that magic requires a lot of work, time, energy, and patience. Know for a fact that there are magicians out there who have been working on the same trick for months and years and are still unhappy with the way they perform it, and they're still unhappy with the way it looks in their eyes, and perhaps maybe on video camera, the spectators. Know for a fact that in order for you to grow and become a better magician, that requires work. That requires a lot of work. And yes, not many of us are going to become professional magicians. I, for example, am an example of that. I've put in the work, but I know I do not want to be a professional magician. I do not want to perform for a living. That requires far more work than I want to put into it. And I know it requires that much work, and that's why I do not want to be a magician, a full-time magician anyways. What I do well. I know what I'm talking about. I know my sleights. I know how to structure stuff. I know how to perform stuff. I've done all that work, so I know what it takes. But also, and lastly but not leastly, know that in order for you to become, to get a healthy respect for magic, you have to have the respect for magic. If you just go ahead and start commenting and having the attitude that everything sucks or I deserve this, then that attitude is not going to culminate in a healthy respect for magic, in that where you are actually going to be able to get the most out of it. And it all goes back to the very beginning. This takes work. It takes time. It takes energy. It takes patience. And there are going to be some things that you're not going to be able to get for an awfully long time. There are some things that you'll pick up right away. There are a lot of things that will be beyond you. You'll never be able to do them. And that's okay. You don't have to do everything. There's different ways to do the same thing. You don't have to do it the same way that everybody else does. So, on this note, I'm just going to let everyone go. I'm probably running out of time. I have no idea how much time I'm taking up. But just keep in mind that magic, a person gets out of magic just as much as they put into it. And if you're not willing to put anything into it, then you're not ever going to get anything out of it. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye.